Yo, what up? It's Two in the Stink podcast with your boy Rob Stan and your other boy Jim Gillespie. But if you've been listening, you already know that. If you're new, welcome. It's a weird episode to start on, but here you are. What's up, Jim? How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good, bro. How you feeling?
Doing good. Speaking away from the microphone already. I love it. You're having a good start.
Baby, you know me.
Everybody in the comments is like, "Yo, stop smooching on the mic." But you know what? That's what these mics. You're supposed to. These are like forward-facing mics. And yeah, you know what? I probably could turn up the gain on the fucking audio mixer, and we could fix all of those problems. But I did that, and it hasn't. I can already tell it didn't do anything. So I'll have to actually. My buddy Jimmy, who's better with audio, will have to come in and fix that. But we're not going to talk about that right now because it's very boring. Instead, what do you want to talk about, Jim? I'll put you on the seat.
I want to talk about a little weird thing that happened to me a couple days ago.
Before we do that, because that already sounds horrible. It's what last week. Last week I asked Jim what celebrity death bothered you the most, and he said Queen Latifah, who's alive for the record. And we posted the clip on TikTok and Instagram, and they got fucking like 1 million views on TikTok, which is awesome. But then 2 days later, an article was published that was like Queen Latifah death rumor started like. And we're like, did we do that? Like, or is it just a coincidence? Because, like, all the, not that I know of, there was no, it was published literally, 3 days after we recorded the episode.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
It was fucking bizarre.
So, yeah, we may or may not have started a celebrity death rumor.
I feel like I was on a collision course with that happening to me.
Yeah, and it finally happened.
For a long time. Yeah,
that was like your your destiny was to start a fucking celebrity.
Accidentally, because I'm just so uninformed. You know.
What's your favorite Queen Latifah movie?
Just Right.
Just Right.
Just Right. Her and Common, they tear the house down as a destined couple. Basically, she's like this approachable straight woman, right? But her sister is this like really hot girl. And she's going out with Common, but he has more in common with Queen Latifah. So eventually, he's a pro basketball player in the movie, by the way.
His name's Common?
Well, the rapper Common. He's also an actor.
Okay.
So he has more in common with Queen Latifah in real life, like in reality, instead of like with this hot girl, right? But he's a pro basketball player in the movie who suffers an ACL injury or some shit like that. And Queen Latifah is a physical therapist that works, with athletes.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that she did such a miraculous job on him that he saw her for who she really was, and she she added a lot of value in that way, in that regard. And he found her to be a suitable mate.
Okay.
And then that was the movie. And they ate cocoa bread. You know what cocoa bread is? It's a New York treat.
I don't know what cocoa bread is.
Yeah.
I should know. I'm a New Yorker. No, I'm not.
Yeah. Robbie New Yorker.
Yeah, I visit New York twice a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, start spreading the news.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, extra.
Me with a newspaper.
Yeah.
My favorite Queen Latifah movie, I don't remember the name of it, but the one where she thinks she has brain cancer, but it turns out it's just a malfunction with the machine. And then she lives her the next month doing all these crazy things. She cashes out her 401k and goes on a crazy vacation. I think meets a nice guy and wins a ton of money at a casino and shit. And then she later finds out that she doesn't have brain cancer, and then it's a happy ending. But the whole movie, you think she's only got a couple more months left, and at the end they're like, wait a minute, and they look at the scans again, and they realize that it was the machine that was wrong.
It's just a piece from the chili dog I was eating.
It was literally something like that. There was blockage on the scanner.
It was a piece of the chili dog. You could see the kidney bean. It's not a fucking brain tumor.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time is probably The Adventures of Milo and Otis.
The Adventures of Milo and Otis. Why does that sound so familiar?
It's it's an adventure between a pug and a kitten.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah,
it's the most well done movie I've ever seen. I've never seen two better actors ever.
I was gonna say Forrest Gump. That's my favorite movie.
Forrest Gump, yeah, it's like a history lesson.
Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, Goodfellas.
All right.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be
You don't
a
have
comedian.
like an unconventional pick?
An unconventional pick?
Something that makes
Ooh.
you unique?
Okay. Fuck. Hang on.
Like, everyone likes those movies, but I have a hard time believing that they're anyone's favorite.
Let's see. Okay, hang on. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because there was a movie that did really bad. Master of Disguise.
Okay.
It's a comedy, and it is reviewed so poorly. It's like one of the worst, I think, rated comedies on like Rotten Tomatoes. It's up there, but I fucking love it. It's one of my
Who's in
favorite
it?
movies. Oh my god! I feel bad. It's got the guy who played Garth in fucking Wayne's World,
Oh, yeah, that guy.
and it's basically him doing impressions of other celebrities the entire movie. Because the
Dana
thing is,
Carvey?
yeah, because he's the master of disguise. So it's just him just doing it. He does like Al Pacino. He does the guy from Jaws. At one point he's like literally like he finds this place called the Turtle Club,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like meant to just be like that's just the name of the club.
Sounds
But
like a sandwich I would eat.
he shows up dressed. Yeah, I had to step over that. He shows up like dressed as a turtle. It's really funny. It's a stupid. We should watch that and do a commentary on that.
Man, you really just want to always pick the movie, huh? No,
Okay,
the next
you
movie
pick the
we're
next
watching,
one.
We're watching The Tooth Fairy with Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh my god! Wait, there's a Tooth Fairy with Larry the Cable Guy.
Yep.
There's one with The Rock too.
Yeah, but they made one with Larry the Cable Guy.
We're gonna watch that.
Because those people can exist in the same world. Isn't that weird?
Oh my
in the
god!
same series, we can have those two people.
I just learned that John Cena saved his wrestling career by freestyle rapping. Did you know that?
I did. His character was very floundering.
Yeah.
And it was like floundering for a while. And then they came out with this like wiggery, like chain wearing, like.
He was like thugonomics, and they were like,
Yeah.
"We like that."
Yeah, people did like that, and they also loved to hate it. A thing about wrestling is if you can get them to hate you, you're getting them to feel something, so you matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing about it. You can get them to hate you so bad, and then it becomes a thing where they hate you so much they love you. They can't wait to see you because they want to hate you so bad. And then it's great. It's a great way to build up. It's called heel work.
Oh, okay. I'm learning.
Yeah, it's heel. You know, you have your baby faces who are like the good guys that are over with the crowd, but then you have the heels who are the bad guys, and they almost serve more of a purpose because without them, those other people don't matter.
Okay.
So,
because his freestyle raps are like pants dance.
yeah, they're horrible. It's incredible.
He's like, I'm wearing pants, but I can still dance, and the crowd's like, oh.
He really said that.
And then kids who are dying
There's
are
a
like,
rap
I want to
on-
meet him.
You know how? So there's like a rival company and like another TV network.
Yeah.
And they have a character that does the rapping
Mhm.
before they enter, and it's really good.
Yeah.
This time around, it's actually really good. He like does like topical shit from the week before.
So would they write for John Cena?
No. He's not. It's not for John Cena at all.
Oh.
It's a completely unrelated. It's like the same type of gimmick on another person.
Oh, is this like a different wrestling network?
Yeah, AEW.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're fucking talking about wrestling.
Well, it's a big part of my life, so get used to it. This isn't the last. You haven't heard the last of pro wrestling from this fat fucking idiot.
I'll say one more thing on pro wrestling before I completely give up on talking about it. Logan Paul.
He's great.
I think he makes me want to watch wrestling. I've seen
He's
clips
great.
of him he's so athletic. It looks like he's literally it looks like gravity doesn't exist with him.
He is as tremendous as it comes, and it sucks that he got so injured. He literally tore his ACL.
Oh, when was this?
Like at the event where you watched him wrestle, he got injured, and
shit.
he carried on. He finished the match and everything. That was fucked up. He is incredible, though. He really puts on a good show.
Tearing your ACL is like fucking. That's like the last thing you do before you peak in high school.
It really is, and then you become that drunk dude that lives in his hometown. It's like, I could have been pro if it wasn't for
Yeah. For
I mean,
tearing my ACL.
for tearing my ACL.
You forgot how the beginning of that started.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, you know why? Because I'm the high school guy that's on pills. I'm on pills, and I forget how the story started. And
They go to all the high school football games, even though
they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there.
My jersey's in the rafters, and they're like, "Yeah, you put it there."
yeah, it's stuck up there.
And
actually.
nobody can get up there. You got up there. You took the ladder.
They should have ran that one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that wasn't you. That was professional football.
Yeah,
That was the Seahawks.
I'm not too big into football. I like watching.
I don't have a single friend that shares the love of football the way I love it.
I like the Eagles when they're winning.
Yeah, I like the Eagles conditionally.
Yeah, I like the Eagles when they're winning. I'm like, go fucking Birds.
The
I'm
Eagles,
like, go
the
fucking
Eagles have
Birds.
one. My dad lives and dies by every play, so it's like they get a first down. He's like, we're going to the fucking Super Bowl, and then they literally they get tackled for like a 2-yard loss, and he's like, season's fucking over.
It's done.
It's done. He's a fucking bum. Get him out of here. And that's the problem with the whole thing. Is that he's a fucking bum.
That's why they're not going to the Super Bowl.
Then one play later, he's like, and you know, and when they win the big one, it's gonna be because of him. Same guy you were talking about 30 seconds ago.
I was watching baseball. I was watching the Phillies in the World Series, and as soon as they started like trailing behind and losing, I immediately didn't give a fuck. It was crazy. I was like, hell yeah, Red October, baby, let's fucking do this. And as soon as
everyone's like Red October, and then they're like literally like losing in Philly, and it's
yeah.
God, remember Russia?
Yeah, remember when
Russia was better.
Let's go back to like they're like, what other topics are like I guess we have to care about Russia again or whatever.
Oh, remember when people like had to care about voting?
Oh my God! Remember Dr. Oz was running for fucking senator or whatever.
Yeah, he was living behind a Quiznos.
What do you think he's doing in fucking PA right now?
He's not. He's back in Jersey.
Is he already?
Yeah.
He already moved back?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy because all he did was take an overnight bag to Pennsylvania.
He's like, I live here now.
He didn't even bring a toothbrush.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now what? Now what we talk about?
Yeah.
You say something like say something that I can make fun of you about.
Yeah. I don't have. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah,
holiday is a holiday this week. It's nearing the end of the year.
Yeah, by the time this podcast gets oh my God, I'm drunk. By the time this podcast gets uploaded, it's either going to be Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving. So if it's the day after Thanksgiving, hope you had a good Thanksgiving. If it's Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Hell yeah, dude, you're chugging a beer. That's way more entertaining. We should just watch you chug beers this whole entire time and then see how loaded you get.
Tell me about what you're doing for Thanksgiving.
I'm just going over to my sister's house. I'm going to go over to my sister's house. I'm probably going to play Fortnite with my nephew.
Tell me about your sister.
Tell me about, my sister Jen?
Yeah.
Okay, so her address is...
yeah.
No, she's great. She's one of my two sisters. I got Jennifer in January.
Mm-hmm.
And Jennifer, she's got a house.
Yes.
She's got a kid. She's got a husband. She's got all those things.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I go over her house and I'll take edibles and I'll freak out and lay on her couch the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like awesome. My nephew's like, "Come play Fortnite with me," and I'm like, I'm such a bitch. Like my tolerance with like weed, I'm on like 5 milligrams, and I'm like, no. What if anthrax like happens again?
And he's like, I don't know about that. I'm a kid.
The last time I was over at my sister's house, one of the last times I was over, I took an edible. I don't know if this is true or not, but normally I can handle edibles okay, but like I was kind of sick, so I was like on like.
I don't know that guy. I don't know handles them okay guy.
What?
I don't know about you handling edibles. I've never seen it.
I can kind of handle them, but
no, you'll take them.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Happen.
Yeah,
you will take them.
I'll take them and I won't die.
Yeah,
yeah.
They haven't killed you yet, but you'll take them.
I'm like every time I take an edible, I'm like I'm gonna be the first one.
I don't think not dying is the only thing that means I can handle them.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right.
Count.
I guess okay. So if I'm violently convulsing on my sister's couch and praying, I guess I technically can't handle them. But anyway, so the last time I was over there, I took the last time I was over there, I took one, and I was also on like cold medicine, and I don't know if this is a thing or if I was just like in my head. But I swear to God, dude, I took like 10 milligrams, and I felt like I took like 100. I was on the couch. I was like, what's something I can watch while I'm high? And I put on an anthrax documentary, and it was the worst decision I ever made.
Oh my God.
And Britt was at work, so the entire time I'm like, what if she gets anthrax? Like,
yeah, no, I don't trust that.
Anytime I'm high and Britt isn't like next to me, I freak out. Like we were literally like. We smoked the joint after the last episode, and I was upstairs. I was like, "Is Britt okay?" I was like asking you, like you knew. She was upstairs sleeping. She was like,
she's good.
She was sleeping like a hamster.
Yeah. I'm like, she's good, and so are you. Actually, you just have to stop it.
You have to. Yeah, you actually have to stop.
You just have to stop it.
The problem with me and weed is that like sometimes it's awesome. But most of the time, it sucks for me. And it's just every time I smoke weed, I'm just thinking, oh, maybe it'll be like that one time that I had fun. and then it never is.
What about when we had weed in the hot tub at the gig?
Oh, that was fucking awesome. Oh yeah.
See, it's good sometimes.
It has to be. Yeah, it has to be
and
the
we
right.
heard that guy. How about we heard that guy talking shit on that girl?
Oh my god.
Oh
yeah.
my
we
God.
should talk about that.
Yes.
We did. I don't. What is it? We did a private show. Enough of us. And there was, of course, there's weed at this. It's a private birthday party.
That was
There's
actually
weed.
really crazy.
Yeah, and then so we're on this guy's. We ended up in this. It's actually the second time we've ended up in a stranger's hot tub, which is hilarious. So we
Keeps happening.
Yeah, we were. We're in this stranger's hot tub. It's also one of those moments where it's like, what path led me to this in life? I met this person on Instagram, and now I'm in their hot tub. And we're sitting in their hot tub, and you were you were smoking weed, and like her like ex-boyfriend was there, and like got in an argument with her mom because it was a girl who booked us.
This guy.
Shout out if she's listening, by the way.
This guy started talking shit on this girl, and like about how she like did like crystals and all this shit, and like spiritual healing, and this lady got up and like turned around and was like, "Oh yeah,
well, you don't pay rent or something."
Yeah, something like that.
Or something like that's why your dick doesn't work. Like,
yeah, it was fucking crazy. Like she just started owning this guy.
It was her
like,
mom, I think.
Yeah, it was the girl's mom.
Yeah,
and she was just going off on this guy. And it was so weird because then, like me and
Rob, we're high in a hot tub. It was a small hot tub too.
It was already weird because I was just like we like performed like outside of a pool.
Yeah, we
and
opened
it was, like,
for
so weird. We opened for a band.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? What fuck? Oh, their name was Rubber Band. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was. I just remember their name.
The Rubber Band.
That's crazy. I can't remember my coworker's name, but I remember a band.
They're good.
They were really fucking good. Yeah, their name was Rubber Band, which is such a funny fucking name.
It's so
and then
sick.
the other band we closed. The last show we did, there was a band Red Velvet, and we went after them.
Yeah, and that was another hot tub.
Yeah, that was we ended up in another hot tub. Yeah, because I think we were chasing that high. Because the first time we got in the hot tub, we're like, man, that was fun. And the second time, we're like, there's a hot tub, we have to recreate that experience. And then it was awkward because like there was an argument.
Yeah, there was a hot tub. You're not supposed to bring any of that energy anywhere near one of those.
If there's weed in a hot tub, if you have bad energy, you gotta like get off the property.
You gotta get dude. How could you soil that?
I know. Yeah, we were having
a
blast.
Soaking my tailbone, which hurts for some reason now that I'm 25, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Trying to smoke a joint first off, like I mentioned smoking weed and then like 7 joints appeared.
Yeah.
It was like crazy.
You manifested weed. It was crazy. I don't actually smoke weed, by the way, for any employers who are listening. This is all heavily exaggerated.
I can't wait
podcast.
to run for mayor.
I don't do any drugs. I've actually never had alcohol before either. This is
actually a character I play.
Yeah, he's actually 175 pounds. This is a lot of makeup, and I can't believe you go through this every episode. It's crazy.
I know, it takes a lot. I'll be honest.
Like we said, this podcast, nothing's true, except for the stuff that's true. That's true. The logo is clearly a hand in ice cream. There's nothing sexual. 2 in the stink. We're just 2 stinky guys. This podcast is just, it's very PG-13. It's very, like, hey, let your kids listen. If you got kids right now, if there's kids in the room, hang on real quick. If there's kids in the room, if you got a kid, I want you to bring him in real quick. I want you to bring him in. We're going to talk to your kid. You ready? I'm
pretty sure there's like court paperwork that says you're not allowed to do this.
Hang on.
I think it means you're not allowed to say any of this.
Hang on. If you got a kid, put me on speakerphone or unplug your headphones or whatever. Ready? I'm gonna talk to the kid. Watch this. Ready? I'm in your closet. I'm gonna. I thought that'd be funnier. I thought it'd be so much funnier.
So
I was
scary.
trying.
It's actually so scary. It's actually really scary, mister. I was just watching this podcast. It turns out the guy is really scary.
I was gonna say something like shitty, like Santa isn't real, but that's mean.
Yeah,
and it's also not true because Santa is real. We all believe.
I've laid eyes on him.
Yeah,
I've laid hands on him.
You got to tussle with Santa?
Yeah, I've beaten up the Salvation Army Santa.
Yeah. Oh wait. Is this like when you said you thought Queen Latifah was dead?
No. I didn't think she was dead. I knew. I fucking knew.
So wait, you beat up a Salvation Army Santa
Yeah,
Claus?
and then I took his post.
And then what?
And then I raised money for myself.
I feel like this is a scene. You're literally describing the scene in fucking Fred Claus.
Yeah, it
You're
literally happened. There's literally evidence on Instagram. I Fred Claus the guy.
You Fred Claus the guy?
I Fred Claus the guy.
Did you take the money for yourself?
I did.
How much did you make?
Like $7. Like
Seven-
7 or 17. I don't remember.
You weren't a very good Santa then.
I was really good, actually.
You were like, ho, ho, ho.
I was really good. I just got naked too easily.
You got naked? Wait. How did that happen?
They were giving me money, so I started taking my clothes off.
Oh, my God. I can't. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like when I talk to you sometimes, it's like I'm talking to like an AI generated, like, it's like I say something and I'm like, what? Like, what's celebrity death bothered you the most? And you're like, Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not, she's alive. You're like, no, she isn't.
Nope.
It's like an auto-generated thing. I'm like, what do you think about Christmas? You're like, I beat up a Salvation Army Santa Claus and took his place and made $17.
Yep.
When was this?
Like 5 years ago.
I'm done entertaining this thought. You're like, how can I get a reel out of this?
Yeah. I'm like, I shot the president. I shot the I can say anything now, and I'll make tabloids. Now that I make the tabloids. Now that I'm a guy that makes the tabloids.
Now that anything you say gets turned into an article.
I'm pretty sure I can get verified on Instagram now.
How? Oh, because you have a.
Because we were literally published.
Yeah, there's an article about Queen Latifah.
Yeah, dying.
She has an Instagram. We should hit her up and say rest in peace.
I love her.
You love Queen Latifah?
I
You thought she was dead like a week ago.
And I said it fucked me up.
But now are you happy she's alive?
Yeah. A lot of things have been happening.
A lot of things have been happening.
I've been watching The Equalizer.
What is that?
It's on CBS. It's a really good show with Queen Latifah.
She's in it?
She's the Equalizer.
Oh, I don't even know what the show is.
It's about a badass.
And it's Queen Latifah. Well, she's a queen, so of course she's badass.
She's a queen.
Somebody could say, yeah, she's a queen.
Yeah.
The Equalizer, damn. I'm like, dang. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, she's just a mercenary. She beats people up in record time.
She's like me. I've got a bloody knuckle, and it's because I scraped it on a shower curtain. Isn't that lame?
Oh,
what a lame story.
Did you have a backup story?
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah, this guy on the bus was talking shit.
I love a backup story.
That all your stories are backup stories.
I love.
We talk about Christmas. You're like, I killed Santa Claus.
Yeah, dude. Backup stories are the best. The best backup story I ever heard was that I had an uncle who was straight up like a pervert, like a pedophile.
Oh, you
type.
told me this, a shovel story.
Yeah, that's
you talked about this on like.
Did I really?
Episodes. Yeah.
Dude, that's
you brought
the best,
it up 3 episodes ago.
That's the best. That's the best backup story of all time.
Your uncle, he got in trouble for like sexually assaulting somebody, or he bought alcohol for minors or something.
Yeah, and then he hooked up with like kids, and then
he said.
And then the story that my family was like, all right, this is the story we'll run with, was that he beat up his dad with a shovel.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We talked about this already. When you become an uncle, it's like.
Yeah, being an uncle must blow.
We're literally having the same exact conversation that we had like 4 episodes ago. The next thing I said was, "Oh, I'm an uncle," and then we went down that story. So let's talk about anything else. Let's stop talking about things we've already talked about.
I understand why people are willing to be homeless in California.
Why?
Because it's really nice out.
Wait, do you think that people are like? With people who are like, hang on. You think that like they're like, oh, it's nice out, so I don't need a home.
Yeah,
that's what you think.
That's what I know.
You think like that's
what I know.
They're like, I can save money.
They're like, I can literally be there and it's nice out, and rather than having a house here right now, it's cold.
So you think that?
I think everyone homeless in California is doing it voluntarily.
You think So you think that like somebody they're like, I don't want to live where it's cold, therefore I'll be homeless where it's warm.
If I have to.
If they have to be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have to be homeless, why not go to California to do it?
And they're like, just fuck it, it's nice out. I don't even need a house. I'll just
So-
have a tent with a bookshelf.
Do you think they're already homeless and then they go there to like be like warm and homeless, or do you think they have a house where it's cold?
I think both things can be true at once.
Do you think that somebody had a house where it was cold and they're like, you know what, fuck this. I don't need a house. I don't need to pay bills. I could just be homeless in California and be warm.
Yup.
You think that's a thing?
I think that's a thing.
Why don't you go do it?
Well, that's the whole thing. That's all I've been thinking about.
You're going to go to California?
I'm just gonna go live outside in California because it's nice out.
I think you're just going to be really sweaty in California.
Yeah, that's really what it's gonna be.
You're just going to have sweaty tits in California.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm hoping I sweat my tits off in California.
I think you should be homeless where it's cold, actually. I think you should be homeless.
Yeah.
You should be homeless anywhere else.
I think I should. Yeah, I think I should be cold.
Yeah.
I need to be kept like meat.
What, inside somebody's mouth?
Like yeah.
I don't know.
In like
I'm just riffing.
In like freezing temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, John keeps his apartment at like 35 degrees.
I would do that. I mean, I like a cold house in the summer, but a hot house in the winter. Call me crazy. Call me crazy when it's cold out.
Guy wants to control the weather.
Yeah, call me crazy. When it's cold out, I like to be warm.
Guy's trying to make himself an enemy of Kanye.
You know what I do sometimes? Like when it's like cold out and like I don't feel like turning the heat on, I'll just be like, I'm just gonna pretend it's 80 out and this is nice. Does that make sense?
No.
So it's like if I'm really cold, I'll be like, oh man, if it was summer and it was 100 degrees, I'd wish I was this cold, and then I pretend that it's hot out.
So you like to act?
I'm a great actor. I'm a great here. Give me any scenario. I'll act right now.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. You're a woman getting kicked off of a flight.
You're pouring your beer right now?
You're a middle-aged white woman getting kicked off of a flight.
I'm a middle-aged white woman getting kicked off of a flight. That's just me on a flight. That's just, yeah. All right, I'm a middle-aged white woman getting kicked off of a flight. You ready?
Ma'am, you must grab your things.
But I don't want to.
What?
But I don't want to grab my things.
You're from where you're from.
What? That's
you're the lady who's from Delaware County.
Okay. All right. Give me the line again.
Ma'am, we can't take off with you on the plane. You must grab your things. You're getting off this plane.
But I have to go. I have to visit my family. I have to visit my family. Oh, please. I don't want to leave the plane. How's that? Is it better? Please, I have so much of family. They're gonna be wondering where I am. Is that better?
It's close.
Okay. Is that a good Delco accent?
It's close.
Okay. Give me another acting scenario.
Okay, ready?
I'm watching you pour this beer, and it's stressing me out.
Are you ready for this scenario?
You're pouring this beer, and it's mostly foam, and you're getting... Well, actually, you're not getting any of it on the tables.
No, I'm not actually. I'm not actually. Wow, grown adult pours a beer and doesn't make a mess. Grown adult pours a beer and doesn't make a mess, and you're over my shoulder like I'm a little kid playing around in the kitchen.
There's a lot of expensive equipment in here. What?
I can't believe you. That's the thing. That's the thing.
The glass is full, and I'm watching you pour more into it.
It's not full.
I'm going to literally record this right now because I don't believe how stupid you're being.
Not being stupid. The beer's not full.
It's full. It's literally fucking full. You're being an idiot.
I'm not.
You're being so stupid.
I'm not going to spill a drop.
You're being a dummy.
I'm not going to spill
I
a
know,
drop.
but it's like full.
I'm not going to spill a drop. I'm not going to spill a drop.
Okay. Did you get it all out?
Yeah, I got it all.
It's mostly... I want you to drink that right now.
I'm going to drink the whole beer.
I'd show the camera what it fucking looks like. Because it's like mostly foam.
It's literally not. It's like mostly beer.
Okay.
And you're like mostly a bitch. You're like mostly a little bitch right now, actually. Isn't that crazy? When'd that start?
I don't know.
You got married and then you became like the ball and chain. Like you're crazy.
I'm like, don't spill the beer on the carpet.
He's drinking again. It's like I drink never.
It's Tuesday. You're drunk.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Give me another acting scenario.
All right. You're a guy trying to get the check at a restaurant and the guy won't fucking pay attention to you.
Okay.
Right? And you're fed up.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Check, right here. Check. No, we just need the. No, we excuse. They're like this. I've been here so many times. Hey, excuse me. We need. We've been here.
Dessert menu?
Okay, fine. Yeah, dessert menu.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah, like I'm gonna say no to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't act that.
Yeah,
I've never said no to that. I'm like,
yeah.
how does that?
I only know my truth when it comes to that role.
I'm like, no, I have to.
Okay, now my turn.
Okay,
you
your
come up with a scenario.
Okay. Here's an acting scenario for you. Okay, you ready? So you're drunk driving and you just hit a kid. And it's 12:30 p.m.
It's so funny because I'm gonna have the beer in there. I'm like, oh no! Look at the fucking dickhead ran right out in front of me. You see that? I like look back to my kids. I'm like, you see that fucking dickhead ran right out in front of me? When the cops get here, you tell them that this wasn't my beer, and you tell them that that dickhead ran right out in front of me. It's like you're on the sidewalk. You drove through his fence. You're on his lawn.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Hang on, I got another one for you. Okay. So you're showing up to the courthouse. You've got. I'm just saying.
This is all too familiar. Actually,
things
these are just things I've done. I'm like, all right. I'm like, come on.
Okay, so your biological parents are in an argument.
Yeah.
No, all right. I don't know.
I'm like, is somebody going to pour hot water into this box mashed potatoes, or is it just or are we going to fight the rest of the day?
Okay, hang on. Let me try to think of something. Okay, here's an acting scenario for something. You want me to do something you haven't done?
Just do something. I just come up with something stupid.
Okay, so you're at the gym.
Okay, already far-fetched.
And you just had a killer workout. This hot chick's talking to you.
Okay.
She's trying to get your number, but you're about to shit your pants.
I have to shit so bad.
You have to shit so bad, but the bathroom's all the way over there, and this hot chick is she's into you.
Okay.
And you're trying to.
You have to be her, and you have to deliver a couple lines of dialogue. All right, ready? I just parked the weights on the thing.
Okay, you really.
I'm not gonna wipe it down because I go there all the time.
Right.
And they know I don't need to do that. They know I'm chill. I don't have to wipe down the machine because I'm fucking chill. They know I'm chill.
Okay. So when do you?
All right. So yeah, she just saw me get a major pump. So
okay,
come on in.
Wow. Is it today? Is it?
Well, Miss, do I know you?
Oh, it's me. It's me, Cheryl.
Cheryl, that's it's an old lady's name. What's the problem here?
Oh, but I'm 20.
You're clearly what are you? You're like a spam text if it were a woman. I'm actually mean in this scenario. I think you should leave me the fuck alone.
You have to shit your pants.
I have to shit, and I'm still taking the time to fucking give it to you, you fucking piece of shit. Don't you ever walk up to a stranger again and start talking crazy like that. If you're going to learn something in this world, learn to keep your fucking mouth shut when you're near strangers. Because you might just get shot in the fucking face if you don't fucking act accordingly.
I just said my name's Cheryl. Why are you getting so triggered?
That's clearly a made-up name.
No, my name's... I'll show you my ID. My name's Cheryl. Cheryl Bartholomew.
You couldn't even pretend to be hot.
My name is Cheryl Bartholomew.
I want you to pretend to be a hot girl right now.
Okay.
Her name's Charmella.
No. You can't tell me because then it fucks up.
Her name's like Tapioca.
Tapioca?
Yeah, she's Latin.
Okay, ready? She's Latin?
Yeah, Tapioca.
No, I can't think of a way to do this without sounding racist.
It's not
Give me
racist.
another. I'm gonna do something. It's not gonna be related to any. I got it. Hang on. I know what tapioca sounds like. This is not related to. Hang on, shut up.
Hot.
I am. Shut the fuck up.
You can't deliver a line as a hot person.
Listen, I'm doing it. Shut up.
Guy wants to voice act.
Shut up. This is hey. All right, we're not gonna get into that. I am a voice actor.
Triggered.
Were you in postal for it?
I
anyway.
actually am.
Okay, so here's me. Okay, this is what.
I'm actually in the
Shut
post
the fuck
office.
up. Shut the fuck up. This is what tapioca would sound like. You ready? How you doing, sugar? You want a spoonful of tapioca?
To which me in the gym, I'm like, yeah, good thing I brought my own spoon from home. Keep it on my side.
This is something you've role played before, actually.
Yeah, it's my I do pudding play.
You're like, your name's Pop-Tarts.
I'm like, butterscotch and tapioca are coming over later.
Okay, so was that a good hot girl impression?
No, it was terrible.
You do a hot girl.
I'll do a hot girl right now. I'm like,
do it.
Hey.
I'm like, okay, let's relax.
That's actually
I'm like, okay, stop.
Hey.
I'm like, stop. No.
That's like really good.
Like,
Actually,
no more. I'm like, no more.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm like, whoa, we have to stop the podcast. I'm like, the podcast is actually over right now. Me and Jim have to have a serious talk.
He's been catfishing me on the phone.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, that voice sounds familiar.
That's
Oh my
so
God.
funny.
Yeah, all right, fine. I can't do a hot girl. I'm sorry. What do you want from me?
I want another acting scenario.
You from me or from you? You want one? You want one?
I'll give you one.
All right, I'm not good at these. I thought I was a good actor.
Yeah, no.
I was
really
in HBO's Mayor of Easttown. You might not know me. I was in the background, really blurry. So
That's so funny.
I'm a background actor. Okay, I saw Kate Winslet, and she's hot. She was like 10 feet away from me, and I couldn't stop thinking about how I broke the Titanic tape when I was a kid because I kept rewinding to see her tits over and over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say that obviously because I was trying to be a professional actor, and I feel like that would have been a bad thing to approach her and say, like, "Hey, you got nice tits in that Titanic movie."
Yeah.
I'll be back here. I'll be back
I'll
here.
be over here for when you obviously want to leave with me.
Yeah, I'll be waiting by the hot dog stand that isn't really hot dogs. It's just balled up tinfoil. I'll be over here. I'm here for 12 hours.
Yeah, what a crazy gig.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was not fun. That's when I wanted to be an actor more than I wanted to be a comedian.
I got my first movie role this year.
Oh yeah, you played a dead body.
No, not a dead body. I played a guy who got beat up and then murdered.
Oh shit, okay.
I got captured, held hostage, beat up, and murdered.
Did you have a speaking role?
I did.
What'd you say?
I warned the guy that he was going to get captured when he walked in the room.
Oh, you warned the guy?
Yeah, my whole thing was I was like, get out of here, they're going to kill you.
And then you died.
And then I got killed at the end of the scene.
Damn. Rest in peace, dude.
Yeah, bro. And the name of the character was Bloody Man.
Bloody Man.
Bloody Man.
That's bloody. That sounds like a rap name.
My first two acting credits are Heavier Student and Bloody Man.
I don't even have a credit. I have I was just in the background of HBO. Like it's like you might have seen this next comedian on HBO.
That's so funny.
No, it's not true though.
That's so funny.
So for Mayor of Easttown, we did I was on like 4 different scenes and you can't see me in any of them. And the one of the scenes I think they cut entirely. Which really fucking sucks. But I got paid for all of them.
It was your big moment.
It was my big moment. I was supposed to say to Kate Winslet, catch, but instead I kept saying, I love your tits, hon, and they kicked me from the scene.
Yeah. You're supposed to say, hey, Kate Winslet, over here.
Over here.
And you were like, hey, Kate Winslet, you ever seen a Delconian hog? How about this for a Stromboli, you fucking pig?
We did a party scene. It was like supposed to be a party at it was a nighttime scene, and
they were like, we got to get this guy out of here. There's no way he would ever be invited to a party. Rob went and played in a movie as guy invited to party, and it was crazy. it was crazy. It was too much.
It was my hardest acting gig.
The role was far fetched. It was like I could never see myself as this.
That was
no. You're like, no, I'm actually people like me at places at things.
That was before I grew my hair out. So now it's more believable. Now I feel like they look at me and they're like, this guy could party.
This
guy's a party animal.
Yeah. They're like, he either writes code or grows mushrooms. I can't tell.
I never mind. The story isn't as funny as that. So I was in a fucking shitty TV show. Actually, the show is pretty good. I don't want to talk shit on it. It's a good show. I was in it, but not really. So there's that. It was cold. It was cold, and I remember I had to be. It was right before the fucking pandemic happened, and I did it. So I did that gig, and then the next night I was at Broadway Comedy Club. I did a Bringer in New York, and that was the last show I did for like 6 months.
My God.
And then I fucking, yeah. I remember during COVID, it was I had a great COVID. I mean, I know a lot of people died. I had like the best time. I played video games and drank whiskey and beer all day, every day for like 6 months. I absolutely obliterated my liver just playing like I played Warzone. I played Fortnite. I just, oh my God, just being up till fucking 5 a.m. on Discord. One time I got really drunk. I was on Discord with my friends. I was eating peanut butter out of a jar. I know, surprising. And I was eating peanut butter out of a jar. And my buddy was like, yo, Rob, you should take that peanut butter and just like spread it all over your face. And I was like, no, that'd be stupid. And I kept eating it, and I slowly started to smear it all over my face. And I covered I took my hand and like stuck it into the jar and just rubbed peanut butter all over my head. And I kept yelling into the microphone, I'm the peanut butter man. And then the next day I woke up and there was peanut butter everywhere. And I tried to get out of the carpet, but I couldn't. And instead of telling my mom about it, because I panicked because she's like, she wants the house to stay clean. So I panicked. I didn't want her to know about it. So I covered it with a blanket and I slept on top of the peanut butter for like 3 nights in a row so she would never find it. And then I made Britt tell her because I was too scared. I went to Guitar Center and bought a guitar, and I told Britt to tell her while I was at Guitar Center. I went to Guitar. I was playing Wagon Wheel at Guitar Center. My mom's crying over a carpet. I'm like, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. My mom's like, he ruined my carpet. My carpet. Why is every woman I do that voice?
I know, the way you
go-to.
perceive women is crazy. Yeah, they're all like, and I'm like, shut up, suck it.
Spend time with me. Love me. That's my wife. We don't hang out anymore. How's that?
You're like, I'm fucking important, actually.
That's you. Actually, I just did you.
Oh, yeah, me?
Yeah, spend time with me.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Here's you. Here's my impression of you. I'm like a really big fan of you, Rob. I've always wanted to be like you. And, yeah, I just want to say, maybe one day I can be. That's you. do you
Ready? I'll do my Rob Stant.
Okay.
You're like coming over, right?
That's just.
I like told my mom you were coming over. I like promised that I was interacting with humans.
Yo, what if like, do you ever wonder?
Sometimes I think I'm a therapy dog for you.
Maybe.
Like your mom's like, you need a friend.
Yeah, hang out. You
need to get a friend, Robbie, or I'm calling the pound.
Okay, go have fun in your playroom with your friend downstairs.
Yeah.
I invite you over to play. Dude, my mom fed you. She gave you turkey, yams, macaroni.
She was like, Bobby made them. I'm like, oh, did he?
I didn't make
uh-oh.
shit. I don't cook. I know how to make eggs.
Anytime you let special fellers in the kitchen, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, dear.
Are you calling me special?
No.
You said one of the special fellers.
Well, no. You know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. Explain.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. No, I don't know what you mean, actually. Explain. That's crazy. That's crazy. I super don't know what you mean, actually. No, I'm one of those special fellers. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
No, what does that mean?
That's not what I mean.
No, actually, put the microphone close to your mouth so they can hear when you explain it.
What
when you say I'm one of those special fellers, what does that mean?
Just one of them, one of them guys that you don't want in the kitchen.
What? No, one of the guys you don't want.
You're like,
One of the guys you don't want in the kitchen. That's one of them special fellers.
And
you don't want them in the kitchen.
You don't want them in the kitchen.
You see one of them in the kitchen.
You know what I mean?
But no, I don't know. But like, what does that mean? What's a special feller? Like, what is it? What do they sound like? A special feller.
They sound normal.
They do? Okay.
Sound normal.
Do they act normal?
What
is
normal is a
special feller, or like special in like a good way,
I'm
right?
just fucking with you.
I just like pushing you down that hole.
Ah.
A special, like I'm like.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're that word.
I'm that word.
That word.
Yeah. Stop being that word, dude.
That word.
I got really quiet because we both drank a beer at the same time. Shout out to Miller Lite, sponsor us. Man, Man, dude, this episode went from 0 to 100 real quick. I feel like we started off slow and now we're getting into the thick of it. We're like, let's talk about like your day. And it's like, no, tell me I'm a whore on a plane and I have to get off. Tell me I'm a bitch on a plane and I need to leave.
I love like pretending. It's fun. It's crazy.
It's great. I got another acting scenario for you. Okay, ready? Okay, so you just lost 150 pounds, right?
Okay.
And everybody's really happy for you.
Right.
That's it. I want you to know what that would feel like.
That's crazy.
I just want crazy. I want you to pretend for a minute.
All right, ready? Are you ready for yours? All right. That's cool. All right, ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
You're 6 feet tall, and people give a fuck about you. Yeah. This is like the weirdest way two people have ever fought with each other.
We're like arguing, like, okay, for this next acting scenario, okay, so I'm kicking you out of my house.
Yeah.
And you're trying to stop me.
Yeah,
but it's too late. It's too late.
For this next acting scenario, I play dead weight and I make you carry me out of your house. And you give up, so you just kill me with a gun.
Oh my God, we need to. Yeah, we should be actors.
You lost 150 pounds and everyone's happy for you, and I just wanted you to know that's so fucking crazy. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Because wouldn't that be?
That's literally so funny. This is a great time to be me right now. I'll say that. What a good time to be me right now, actually.
This entire podcast is just me fucking with. Oh, shit. You're 6'2" and everybody cares about you. Oh, my God. My fucking stomach hurts.
Dude, that was really funny. I'll say that. That was fucking brutal. That's so funny.
Oh shit, dude. You should. You know what? I bet if you did background work, you'd be easier to find.
Yeah. All right.
I'm like, no, it's funny every time I do it, right? If I keep saying it, it's funny.
It's so good, actually.
You're like, that doesn't hurt at all.
It's so good, actually.
Oh shit.
I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it except starve. I think it's so funny that like, my options when it comes to these jokes are to A, just let it go, or B, starve.
or you know,
I'm like, I guess I'll just let it rock.
You know what I learned the other day? You remember that band LMFAO?
No.
They did Party Rock. Party Rock is in that. So their name is LMFAO. I thought LMFAO was a person, and I thought Party Rock was a different band. I didn't know
that would have blown my mind in 7th grade.
I thought that Party Rock. It doesn't fucking matter. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole, and they were like, what happened to LMFAO? And I remember thinking those look a lot like the Party Rock guys, but that was the name of the song. I thought they were different people. I don't know.
What has that changed for you?
It's not literally nothing. It nothing at all. If I could think of anything that hasn't changed my life more, it's that right there. If there's nothing that hasn't changed my life more than that.
There's something peaceful about that.
You know what sucks? I remember that now. That's in my brain. Like I have that stored as a memory that I used to think LMFAO. How was that? Was I going? It's a good burp. You know, you're ignoring me?
It was good.
Okay, that's why I just want I want to be acknowledged. Jim's pouring another beer. Anyway, do you ever like I'm going to talk to the viewers now cuz Jim he's busy. Do you guys ever like put like store a memory in your brain and it's just you're like fuck, what a waste of like storage, you know? I'll ask you when you're done pouring your drink. What's a memory that what's something you remember that's a waste of space in your brain?
I have this crazy ass memory of my brother and I going through and like on PlayStation 2 we had this Dragon Ball Z video game.
Uh-huh.
And there was just this for like an hour we did this. we just went through each and every character in like the character select and laughed about how the player moved, like when it was like a waiting screen.
Yeah.
And we did it for like the longest time. And like I literally think about it constantly to this day.
Yeah.
About how fucking hilarious it was. It made no fucking sense, and we did it for like the longest time.
I have a memory when I was like 8 years old, or maybe I don't know. I think I was like 10 or 11. I was throwing out a bag of chips, and I remember as I was throwing out the bag of chips, I thought, I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life, and I still remember it. It was one of those weird moments. I was like throwing out a bag of chips, and I was like, I'm gonna remember this the rest of my life, and now I remember it. I don't know why.
You said that?
I thought it in my head. I was throwing these bag of chips out. I don't know why, but I was like, this is going to be a significant memory for the rest of my life as I'm throwing out this bag of chips. Because like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I'm probably not going to remember a lot of this stuff. But for me, I don't know, maybe like I snapped out of like the autopilot I was on, and I was just like, I don't know why, but I'm gonna remember throwing out these chips the rest of my life. And I remember them. They were kettle corn or like kettle chips. And it was,
like, keep talking. Keep talking.
They were in a black
I turn
bag.
into Pennywise when I hear that. I'm like,
Was that your Pennywise impression?
Yeah, my eyes go opposite directions.
Hiya, Georgie. That one.
I'm like,
That's Marge Simpson.
Oh me.
You just didn't Marge.
Yeah, I just do Marge. I can only do Marge.
You do Marge. You do Marge and Joey Diaz.
Yeah, Joey Diaz is like I'm some cocksucker. He's like I'm at the tire shop trying to get new tires, and the bitch walks up to me and puts a monkey right on my head, and I'm the one feeding the bananas.
What's your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is asking where my mom went, and she died.
Okay,
it's so weird. It was like it's literally the year like 2000. I'm like 3.
Okay.
And she was like dying of MS. So my only memories of her, she was bedridden. And I remember one day I used to see ambulances driving past the house, and I'd be like, "Oh, my mom was coming back," and she was like dead the whole time.
That's the saddest story.
But it's my earliest memory.
Okay, what's your earliest not depressing memory?
I rode an elephant with this kid, Ryan MacGyver, when I was like 5.
Oh, okay, that's much happier.
It was so weird. So I went to the bar like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I saw him in there. I'm like telling my friends, I'm like, yo, I like rode an elephant with that guy. They're like, what are you saying? What did you drink? I'm like, no, me and that guy, we rode an elephant together. I'm like, should I go say that? And he's like, no. They're like, no, don't do that.
Do you ever see somebody and you remember them from something and you're like, should I bring this up or are they going to think I'm batshit crazy?
Yeah, and then I'm like, no, we rode an elephant together.
When I started doing comedy, I shared an Uber with this comedian. And now every time I see them, if I get drunk, I'll be like, remember that fucking Uber ride that we shared a long time ago? And they're like, yeah, like, who cares?
Who was it?
I don't want to name names. I'll tell you at the end of the thing. But
oh my god, it's not like it's a weird thing. Tell me now.
I don't know. It's Spieve McBorgle. The famous comic Spieve McBorgle. I'm just making up names. I'm trying to be funny. It's not working. Well, you want to know what my earliest memory was?
Yeah.
You don't care.
No, I do. Tell me.
I actually don't remember. You want to?
What's the scaredest you've ever been?
The scaredest I've ever been? When I had sleep paralysis and something whispered shh into my ear when I was sleeping.
Way.
It was terrifying. So I was laying in bed and
recently?
No, this was when I first moved into this house. I was laying in bed and I was on my side and something kissed me on the cheek and then whispered shh into my ear, and I thought it was my mom, so I sat up to see, and there was nothing there. And I was like, that was weird. I must have imagined that. So I went back to bed, and as I closed my eyes, I lost complete control over my body, and it felt like something was like shaking me, and I couldn't open my eyes. And I felt like I was literally being pulled out, like my soul was being pulled out of my bed.
Rob.
So I started praying, and then it stopped. And then I sprinted to the door, and I ripped the door open, and I ran downstairs where my parents were watching TV. Because I went to bed early. Are you getting a phone call? You're like, I have to go, actually. And then my parents were like, you look like you saw a ghost. And I was like, maybe. You ever have sleep paralysis? It's terrifying.
Badly.
Yeah?
Yeah. So when
Oh, you know what? I'm really excited to get it tonight because we're talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that exciting when you talk
That's
about
the
sleep paralysis? It happens.
worst. It's
Oh, I
the
can't
worst.
wait. That's gonna be thrilling.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
I was in a.
I talked about real quick before you go. The last time I talked about sleep paralysis.
before I go.
No, before we go. Before I get out of here. Actually, before I go to go to a different bed. No, but like
Oh
no.
my God.
Before you continue with your story, the last time I talked about the last time I talked about sleep paralysis with John Prophet, I had it that night, and it was terrifying.
All the things are lining up. He just called me.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, don't talk about it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't fucking talk about it."
He's trying to warn us.
So, what was your sleep paralysis story?
I was in rehab and I was like, they put me on a few different medications while I was in there. And like the cocktail of medicine they had me on gave me like these really spooky nightmares.